It's day 2 of AOS 4.
Ratmageddon lives on for at least one more day. It is the second half of the Skaventide challenge. AOS 4 is upon us, and we have 12 hours remaining in this 24-hour challenge. How are you feeling?
Still confident. Not as confident as when I went to bed last night.
Oh, that's interesting.
Just because I was like, oh, the reclusions and whatnot are going to give me some grief just at looking at them because they've got flowing capes. I mean, I still think I'll finish. I just don't think I'll have as much detail on like the capes and stuff as I will want.
That makes sense. I think what has actually surprised me is you haven't spoken at all about those like little cultist people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hobbits.
Hobbitses.
Well, there's 3 hobbits and a dog.
3 hobbits and a dog. That's the title of a book or a poem or a joke.
The dog burb.
The dog burb. Yeah.
Dog. We'll see how that goes.
They're looking great though. I mean, that basing stuff on your what are they called, Liberators?
Liberators, yes. The 10 Liberators. Now that the PVA has dried overnight as well, I'm happy with how they're looking. They just need to get a base room, but I'll do those all in one go later on today, in theory.
Looking cracking. Looking cracking.
How's it going? How do you think it's going over in the Skaven corner?
I think it's fine. I mean, you'll have seen with the like B-roll and stuff that I've got half the metallics on the gunners, which is looking all right. That was honestly one of the main concerns yesterday. I don't think after 40 rats anything can get me down or get me further down at this point. So yeah, I think it's all fine. Yeah, I think it's all fine. As I mentioned yesterday, like I'm not doing basing because it's just so much to do here. It'll be after post-challenge, that's for sure. Get those finished
What you're saying is you won't finish the challenge.
Don't give me that. Don't do that.
I've got basing materials down and dry.
Are the base rooms done?
No.
Seems half Joel Harry over here. Terrible.
But they will be, unlike you.
Terrible. But yeah, we'll do a little camera update very, very shortly, and we'll catch you in a mo. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Day 2. Okay, so first little Stormcast style update. This is how far we've got on the flying boys. So I've blocked in the weird, like, ruin that they're stood on. I've blocked in the white around here and on both sides for that. Just used a base of Celestra Grey and then just a quick layer of Ulthuan Grey. I'd like to spend a bit more time on that white, but probably not until the OSL for the fiery bits here is all done. Reclusions are coming along nicely. They're in a similar spot actually. I'm probably going to put another layer just on the inside of the cloak, just because I don't really want that to be brown. I'm going more of a cream look, I believe. Yeah, they're very much near in a wash. Again, need to block in the white details just on the shields. Let's go check in on Skaven Corner.
Hello and welcome to Skaven Corner. So since the beginning of the day, words are hard. Yeah, so I've been doing the pea shooter. So I've just about done with most of the colours on here. So I've just put both of the metals on here. I've done, so both the metals, then did the dry brush on top of the skin to get that pop in before doing a wash. I've actually done the skin and the wash on all of these now, so they're all looking pretty good. This is Sniper Methrat, so he's in a pretty good position. And you'll see just on things like the rat ogres and stuff, so they've had a dry brush and the wash as well, because I'm conscious that takes an awfully long time, so I wanted to get that done and dusted nice and early. Same with Senior Norlord, so he's all ready to rock and roll as well. It's 1:15, it is the lunchtime update of day 2 of Skaventide challenge, if you're French. I don't think that's French, challenge. It's fine.
Gonna start that again.
But yeah, no, we are doing pretty well. By say we, you are...
I'm flagging a little bit.
Oh no, it's happening after such a strong finish.
Yeah, it's... So I'm doing the reclusions and the flyboys at the same time. and they're taking a lot longer than I want them to.
Oh dear. Those Liberators look pretty good right now, don't they?
Yeah. I think I'll be okay. I think it's because I've done the reclusions at the same time.
Yeah.
Because they share a lot of colours.
Uh-huh.
I've got to do the Grey Knight Steel on the weapons, and then I can wash them.
Cool.
I think.
You think? That's good.
And then it's still
4 cultists and 4 heroes, one of which is mounted.
Yeah.
In 8 hours?
Oh, okay, right, what have you done? You've still got no paint on the Norlord. Just FYI, we do know it's not called a Norlord.
It's called a Claw Lord.
It's just stuck.
It's just stuck. Nor. Oh no. Yeah, the gunner squads are pretty good. I've got greys, metallics, skin, reds for pipes. What else we've got? Yeah, it's pretty good. The things that are remaining for these guys, I'm going to do just after we have lunch. I'm going to get the bone colour out and do the teeth and the claws and stuff. The one thing that does differ greatly, as I'm sure you've already clocked, is the finished Liberator in comparison to the finished Clan Rat. The difference in quality is quite strong. On one side it looks amazing, and then the Liberators obviously look rubbish. So, no, yeah. So, without basing and all the rest of it, they do look a bit naff, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna go and wash these miniatures.
Indeed.
And then it's lunchtime, because I'll be
maybe.
driving and get back.
Lovely. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Okay, so in the land of Stormcast, we are knee-deep in characters, which seem to be taking a little while, which, to be honest, was to be expected. So I'm currently, I think the Lord Terminus, which is the one I've mainly been focusing on for the moment, is ready for a wash. I just need to tidy up the blue on the cape, just where I've been a bit haphazard with the tam colour. The D&D looking guy isn't far off a wash as well, I don't think. Similar story, needs to tidy up the blue. Similar story with the bandage guy. Also, my bandage guy is broken. I don't know if you can see how wobbly that sword is. It's been glued 3 times and it still just won't bloody stick. So, there we are.
Oh dear.
I did lose a bit of time on the Hobbit people. So initially, I think I showed them yesterday at some point. They were blue. They had blue hoods.
Now what colour are they?
Now they're brown, so I had to go over the blue with the brown.
What
I just
a mess.
didn't like the blue. I think they looked too much like small Stormcast. The ones I was working on this morning, I think are pretty much dry. I think I can base these now. So you've got the Reclusions and the Flyboys. Flyboys, again, as we said, just need the OSL and the snazzy wings putting on, which I'll probably do all the airbrushing in one go later on. Yeah, chuffed with how the Reclusions look. I think post-challenge I will go back in and make the capes and the folds just look a bit better, just to make them less dirty. Chicken guy, still choosing to ignore him. He's still in the same position he's been. The blue on that needs another coat, and basically the whole thing needs painting. But enough about Stormcast, let's go check on the rats.
Oh boy, in Skaven Town there's lots to look at. As you can see, everything is regimented because I went back on everything and added like little rust marks and streaks to the metal. So all of them have had some doodahs. You'll see some green glows as well. Look how cool these are looking. Woo! Yeah, well chuffed with these. Makes it look mega. It all started with the like rusty streaks on this one, and then all from Kieran's suggestion, which was ace in the grand scheme of things. So obviously I had to go back and do everything else. So we've done all the glowies on the other guys. So these are the weapon platforms. Can't remember what they're called. Jezzails?
Jezzails,
Why
yeah.
are they called that?
Don't know. Someone in the comments will tell us.
Terrible name. Matey, Sniper Methrat is all looking good and fine and glowy and stuff. And also, look at these boys. These big old boys. Yeah, the Bane Rats are all done. Really chuffed with those actually. For quite like a simple paint scheme. I think it just goes to show how good AOS models are really, because yeah, this is alive and popping. Big fan of these guys. And then where's the last one? Just over here. So these guys got like the more of like the Nurgle looking eyes. I don't know how else to say that. But yeah, really, really cool. So now, hilariously, we are, what time? 5 o'clock. I've got 5 hours to do 1 mini. I can't believe it. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I've never really been in this position before.
Yeah, pre-dinner update.
Yeah,
we're up against it now.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock, 5:05.
We've got 5 and a bit hours remaining.
5 and a bit hours remaining. How many models have you got left?
I mean, if I say it, it's 3.
How have you worked that out?
Because I've got the big one and then I've got the faces left to do on the smaller ones. But it's not 3.
No.
What's
up with the Reclusians and stuff? Are they all done?
They're done, they just need a base.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Why don't you just do that then, so that they're done?
Because I'm gonna do those together with the characters so that all the PVA has got a similar time to dry.
Fair enough.
So my plan is OSLs and airbrushing next.
Then followed by basing.
Followed by basing on everything that needs a base, and then I'll just focus on the Chicken Lord. How confident are you feeling in the rat corner?
Next joke. This will be a doddle, an absolute doddle now, which is something I would have killed me for saying yesterday. Yeah. I've got 1 model left.
I don't know how you've ended up in such a strong position when you've got so many miniatures. It doesn't make sense.
I must have cheated at some point. I must have done something.
Or you've just cheesed it. And just put 3 colours on everything.
I think I've cheesed it. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. Like, everything looks pretty solid. And I think it's the washes that have been the saviour. Yeah,
it's the same with the Stormcast. They look really flat and shiny on the metallics until the washes go on, and then the washes make it. Yeah. Especially when you rub off some of the top layer as well, because you can create some softer highlights. Yeah, it's all the definition, isn't it? I do think without this airbrush, I wouldn't have been in this position either. Like, getting all the skin done initially saved me a boatload of time and really helped with that sort of like gradient, I suppose, between fur and skin, which was good. And then obviously the OSL, like there is no way in hell I'd have been able to do all of this with brushwork, like not a chance. No. So it does beg the question, airbrushes for every challenge? I've been saying that for ages. But to be fair, you've been using it, I think, what, for nearly every challenge? You've been 1 or 2 where it just hasn't made sense. Like I don't think I used it for the Imperial Guard just because they're so bloody small. Yeah, and also you hated them, so you didn't really want to. Yeah, I didn't really want to do any snazzy airbrush stuff. Love it. Super cool. But yeah, we have got 4 hours and 45 minutes remaining. Yeah. I'm just going to stop talking to you and go and do it. Let's do it. Okay, so there's about an hour and a half left. Oh boy. This is where we're at. Yay! I've done the OSL on everything. I am super chuffed with how these wings have come out. Yeah, they look unbelievable, mate. Proper ethereal looking. And what about the flames? Yeah, got some purple tips on the flames. I mean, I'm not totally happy with these. Like I'd want to blend in some more highlights of the blues and stuff, but that's another day. I think they're more than battle ready as they are. Yeah, certainly. What about your boys? And the Chicken Man is on the way. Oh boy! Yeah. Yeah, he's super stoic rather than emo and gothic. Yes, I've gone with a proper typical Griffin scheme. Rather than the emo scheme. Rather than the black and the grey. So the way I did the OSL was spray this, which is the Immaculate White from the AK, The Inks. It's just an all-over coat, but more focused in the bit where it's coming from. then a really light layer, progressive layers of ocean blue from the inks as well. It's a really small layer at the brightest point, and then put some more as we go out. And then to darken those tips down, gone with the pure magenta, which over that like cyan blue turns purple.
Yeah, really cool.
As you can see, there is some cleanup to do with the gold. Hopefully I'll have time to do that because that is annoying me. But because these speed paints do cover so well over everything, I'm not worried. Yeah. Still not confident I'm going to finish though, to be honest, because it's still this.
Yeah, there's a lot to do there. Okay, so in the Skaven corner, I have been distracted, that's for sure. However, this Norlord is very nearly done.
It was very nearly done when the England game started.
Yeah, don't give me that. I've been adding highlights slowly but surely, as you can see on the face, the skin, the definition with all of the boils, as well as all the rust marks on the armour. I really like Skaven with that sort of just like uncoloured armour. Just when it's like basic.
I like them with the red.
Yeah, I know, but this makes it look a little less cartoony and a little more scavengery. Nailed it. English. So yeah, I think it looks fine. Yeah, there's some OSL bits I'd still like to do. There's some boils, but also some what they called like the glyphs, and then I see there's a crystal on this side as well that would really benefit from that final green pop, because I think at the moment when you compare it to these guys, obviously they look like they're from the same force, which is great, but they just need something to tie it all together.
1 hour remaining.
How exciting. And it is exciting. Do you want to tell all the lovely people why?
Officially, I've completed the challenge.
24 hours.
24 hours. I have painted all of the Stormcast.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Painted.
Which is the challenge.
We're going for the flex.
You're going for the flex of basing.
Yes. So a moment ago, I finished the chicken. Well, finished in the sense of the challenge is a main character.
Yeah.
I want to spend a lot more time doing some snazzy highlights on the blues. That goes to like the reclusions and stuff anyway. But in terms of the challenge, everything has got paint on. He's had his main wash. He is challenge done.
Yes.
Or the OSL is done.
Yeah.
Everything is done. Even little chicken boy is done. We just need to base things.
Just the basing. That's amazing. Considering a couple of hours ago you were like, I hate my life. This is the worst.
This has been the worst challenge day, because this has been the one where, so like the Tyranids I knew very quickly I wasn't going to finish. So you take the pressure off. Imperial Guard I didn't care.
Yeah.
Whereas this one I'm like, no, we're in striking distance. How's it going in Skaven Town?
Done.
It's not done. You haven't done his base.
I can't do his base.
You can put some green in there.
Green. What, OSL in that little
Yeah, it's
pool
like a
thing?
plague pool.
But I didn't do it for that one.
Oh well, and also you haven't painted his rock. It's a tactical thing. You've got an hour left, you can paint something.
What do you mean I haven't done
You
his
have done
tactical rock? I have done it.
Yeah, you have. I thought you hadn't.
Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, I've done all the highlights on the Norlord. The only reason I'm not doing basing for these guys, and this does sound like a huge cop-out, I don't care, is because the pigment I used for the tester, I don't have.
It's at home.
It's at home, so I'm not gonna like
just
fudge.
have some fun with the plague pool that the Norlord is riding on.
I just don't know how. Like, because the thing is, like, I don't want to ruin it. I feel like I've really smashed this.
You arrived a bit late. We've got an hour left.
We don't have an hour left. We don't. I'm finishing at 10 and going home. But yeah, day 2, almost it's a wrap. Let's get some basing done and smash this. Welly, Wellington. Here we find ourselves. The end of another challenge. A challenge that has been long in the making. SKAVENTIDE is done.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm now fully flatlined.
Yeah? Don't want to touch Warhammer for a long time again?
Yeah. So I've finished, and I've finished.
Hooray!
So
Smashed it.
you'll see from the B-roll going over now the Stormcast are done.
Done. Finito.
To the point of base rims and basing material.
Everything, which is lush.
I was going flat out until about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Just going around all the base rims, tidying up the basing material around the outside. And yeah, it's done. I completed a challenge properly.
You did it. From start to finish.
And a challenge with an end result I'm happy with.
24
Well, I say I'm happy with it. The characters need a lot more work. These characters models are so good. You can spend a day on each one.
Yeah, you can do.
But I'm happy with what I've got done. They're all at a position where I could easily pick up a character and go, cool, I'm going to do the blue on this. And yeah, but I've actually got a playable, fully painted, fully based Stormcast army.
Which is something that's never been done.
It's never been done!
It's never been done!
We've never completed a challenge properly.
Yeah, this is... I mean, we have.
Imperial Guard didn't really count.
No, that was a cheese, for sure. But this is done. 24 hours of Stormcast, all done and dusted, which is lovely stuff.
I mean, I'd like to do some more work on the faces. But they're passable at the moment. They've got a bit of contrast paints and a couple of details picked out after that.
Yeah.
They need some more work. Yeah, there's some tidy up to do on the golds from the OSL. Just where it's not really passable as OSL. Just push the blue too far. Mainly on the backpacks because obviously you've got the
bit in the middle.
Yeah.
It's fine though.
I mean, I'd happily play a game with these.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's no hesitation. The blue, especially around the flames and stuff, everything looks super regal. And given that the aesthetic of these new Stormcast are incredibly like grimdark and gothic, you've still managed to make them look really regal. I think
but still with a bit of grimdark.
I don't
still
think...
the dead Space Marine style people that they're now becoming.
Yeah, I still think it holds those real strong... That blue especially is so saturated that it doesn't look quite as like worn down and rusty as like the new... What they called? Hallowed?
Hallowed Knights, I think, is the name
Hallowed
of the
Knights.
scheme. I mean, we've been awake for a long time, so if that's wrong, please do let us know.
Yeah, for sure. But even Chicken Boy, who you were concerned about.
Yeah, Chicken Boy was very nearly the death of me in this challenge.
And look at him now.
Yeah, he's... I'm not jazzed on that miniature in general, to be honest, but...
No.
Tough with how he's looking.
But here he is.
Yeah, that's AOS 4 in the books.
AOS 4. Well, I mean, it's not the end of AOS 4.
It's for me. See you again at AOS 5.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah. I mean, what is exciting is at the time of recording, we haven't seen all of the newer Stormcast minis that are coming out.
Yes.
At the same time.
I mean, we've got a shelf full of dragons for you that you still haven't painted, so they could come out with like some They could come out with some.
Come on.
They could come out with some unholy super dragon, and you'd be like, "Oh, sweet!" and it'd just go straight on the shelf.
Are you new here?
No. No, I'm not.
Anyway, enough about Space Marine Storm people.
Yeah.
How's it going in the sewers?
Exactly the same as when you left last time. I fully checked out. I had like 40 minutes left.
So you only painted for 23 hours? 23.1?
23 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I did the full 24.
No, because you spent the first hour faffing around with your airbrush.
Oh,
so
yes,
technically we're even.
I mean, I know that airbrush is clogged as well because I haven't cleaned the ink out properly, so
Minging.
I'm going to sort that out tomorrow.
Yeah, I think given how many models I have and where I thought I was going to be yesterday morning, I feel loads better about it.
You're certainly further along than I thought you were going to be.
Yeah, the only thing...
I thought you'd still be painting clan rats today.
I'll be honest, the only regret I think I have is not putting basing stuff on it before I started painting them.
It would have been another thing to paint though.
It would have been, but to be honest, like...
What's funny is even with you taking your foot off the gas for the last hour, if you had done basing, you wouldn't have finished.
No, I don't think so. No, anybody that's seen this box set, and obviously with all the B-roll that's going across the screen, you can see how many models there are. And to be fair, like I initially thought, I'm only going to get a chance to do everything at sort of base level. When actually I managed to do like OSL bits across like the big guns and the Rogers and stuff, and even the Norlord, like who I initially thought, I'm never going to get time to put all the detail I want in. I did. And I had all that spare time that I was just doing like some maybe like flexy bits or whatever, especially with like the glowies, the weapons, the skin on the beast itself, and then obviously on the rat. Well, they're both rats, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think there was a lot of steps throughout this process where I was like asking you for advice, and you were like, put some rust on it, and I was like, you're absolutely right. And I did.
You hate it when I'm right, don't you?
Yeah, it's really annoying. Really annoying. But yeah, you probably nailed it. And considering we are here now, knowing that we've spoken about Skaventide or Ratmageddon or whatever bloody name that we've decided to throw at it, yeah, it's wicked. And I'm really excited for AOS 4. I know you not so much at this point.
I wouldn't say I'm not excited for it. I think I'm just...
Burnt out again?
Warhammered.
Yeah, because I mean... Since if you've been here before, you know that Kieran disappeared off to get married. So there's been a little bit of a lull for us. We haven't recorded properly in what, like 4 weeks?
3 or 4 weeks. We tanked a lot. We put in the tank a few videos to ride us through. So this was the first video back.
Yeah. So content hasn't stopped for you, but it definitely did for us for a bit. So
what's hilarious is I went out to have when I left, I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm excited to doing Warhammer. I was doing Night Lord stuff. And then it came to, recording. Like, oh yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Back to doing some Warhammer, and now it's just like...
Don't care about Warhammer again.
These challenges just kill any enthusiasm for Warhammer.
It's tough, isn't it?
Which is what they like.
Yeah, it's strange. So we don't have to do this again for another 2 years when 11th edition? Which sounds awful.
Don't put a number on it. It's not 2 years. There's no way is it 2 years.
Yeah, it was
at least 3.
No, Leviathan was last year.
Yeah, surely it's 4. Isn't it 4 years per edition?
3 years, my guy. We've got another 2 years though. That'll be fine. Yeah, and hopefully by that stage,
all of the backlog will be painted.
Never.
But yeah, to round this out, let us know what your plans are for AOS 4. What you make of the rule set, the miniatures.
Yeah, at time of you watching, Skaventide will be hitting the shelves, will be hitting your front doorsteps. So, yeah, are you painting along with the challenge? Let us know.
Don't paint it in a day.
Don't do that.
Just don't.
Never.
You'll kill any enjoyment you've built over the past... How long ago was it now? It's about 6 months?
What are you talking about?
AOS 4, how long has the hype been building for that? 4 months maybe?
It's been long enough, hasn't it?
Since Adepticon, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that was February?
Yeah, it's about 4 months.
Yeah, long enough that you don't want to kill that hype immediately by painting it all in a day. Like us, we're stupid, you're not.
We do these things so you don't have to.
Yeah, nice, real nice. But yeah, how do you think we did? You've obviously seen the pictures, seen the B-roll. Obviously, put all your comments down below, and a huge thank you to this long list of Kierans. And by Kierans, I mean you, who've joined the cult of Kieran. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do stupid stuff like this. So your enjoyment is our pain. Really? Thanks for that. But yeah, all in under the cult of Kieran, so big fan.
Yes.
But yeah.
We'll catch you in a few months' time after we've recovered from this.
Yeah, we're going to need a bit of a lie down. Maybe a cry. Will you hold me?
No.
Oh, okay. Right. See you never. Bye.
Bye.